Whoa. That was beyond unexpected.
Talk about a brave new world. You'd better be up for it if you plan to explore this cyber terrain. This cyber terrain is just a little arid. It's just more evidence to confirm the old adage that if there's time enough to do it, there's time enough to do it half-assed.
Yeah. It could be someone's intent that this was an arid place.
Talk about a brave... Talk about a... Talk about... Talk about... Talk... Not even cyberspace is immune from the mentally deficient types who shoot at road signs. How macho they must think they are. Talk about...
There's nothing
Talk
but...
about this...
We've got scrolling terrain. Holy shit. Yeah, I saw that was upside down, Lily. Where am I going? I thought I'd be coming down here, but it looks like Roger's stuck on this. No, wait, never mind. Birdseed?
Hey, free birdseed, and so conveniently placed under a huge boulder, too.
Don't mind if I do.
Forget it. You don't resemble that bird. Well, except for the pin feathers in those chicken legs of yours.
I get it.
Talk about a this cool cyber cacti.
Can I pick it up?
Were you hoping for a cyber prick?
It's like a frigging Escher painting.
Not even cyber.
That one's got bullet holes in it as well. I can't imagine this is what they truly thought the cyberspace or internet would be like in 1995. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this, but it's a little bit too long. It's probably going to scroll down and show like another 2 or 3 pages. We have a stop sign.
It's an office sign. For those of you who aren't paying attention, that's a stop sign.
That makes me wonder if we need to walk over to the right. Or if we're going to get run over the moment we go through that stop sign.
Whoops.
Guess you're about to find out if there's cyber gravity. Apparently it does exist. As you plummet to your cyber death, you are confronted by a variant of an age-old question. If you fall and hit the ground within cyberspace, and no one is there to hear it, will you make an audible splat? Yep. Smooth move, X-Lax. Guess this cyberspace thing can be pretty painful, and I'm not just talking about the rates.
And the first person to ask that question, his name was Albert Einstein. Alright, we've got some points for that. We're heading to the office. Pardon our dust. Future site of the Information Superhighway Executive Offices opens 6345 crossed out. Never.
The sign says it all. There was much talk and rhetoric about the Information Superhighway, but the executive and legislative branches seem quite opposed to getting together on just about anything either one of them introduces. Just look at the space program. Anyway, the frustration of a former employee is documented in the amendments to the Opens date.
I'm going to need to put a warning on the video because there's politics involved. We've got all of our items in cyberspace. Is that a screwdriver or something?
A screwdriver lies on the ground, probably discarded by the malcontent who vandalized the sign.
I'm getting better at the whole pixel hunting thing.
Old highway safety devices recycled from either a decade or 10 years ago stand alert and ready for the non-existent workers to use.
Either a decade or 10 years ago. Very cute.
A rag hangs from the sawhorse. Who knows what it last wiped up?
Can I take it?
That wouldn't prove fulfilling.
What about the bucket of cement or whatever? Sand?
A carelessly discarded bucket of building material has been spilled and allowed to harden. There's nothing you can do now. It did have potential at one time.
What else we got here?
A blue sky complete with moon is visible above the fog of cyberspace. Girders, some of the building materials some airheaded committee thought necessary for their project, lay unused and heavily rusted. It's the skeleton of a skyscraper currently under construction. At least they've gotten a good start on the executive headquarters. Guess that's business as usual. Wow, a genuine Tonkoid M501, and the best year, too. It's been a long time since it's rolled over any plastic crate. Wow, it's a BFT 9000 Cyber Earth mover. It's a BFT 9...
What if that's supposed to be a BFG reference?
A long section of board lies on the ground. This seems to be the contractor's office for the Information Superhighway. It's not too congested. The port ahead by Schroed Johns Incorporated stands silently waiting to make its designated collection of organic waste products.
Is this where I can use a pump?
Bet you can't fit that thing in your pants.
Challenge accepted.
Guess I was wrong. It does fit. There must be plenty of spare room in there.
Harsh.
Oh, mama! I'm guessing one too many burritos for the last guy in here.
Well, when was it last cleaned?
This is the temporary on-site supervisor's office. It was abandoned with the rest of the project once funding was slashed. In case you're able to see text only and not pictures, the sign says office. This is the old highway safety devices.
Alright, let's go inside. This is fantastic. I love this. Wow.
That's delightful.
Fucking wow.
You saw it here first. A preview of the famed Information Superhighway. Wow.
We have a receptionist. We have candy at reception and a bell. 2 dead bodies.
It looks like some poor slob actually waited for his number to be called and died for his troubles. Looks like a programmer just prior to shipping.
They know.
But he might fall apart, and the smell really isn't worth the cool visual, believe me. I wouldn't touch him if I were you.
Can I move around in here? I can. Can't go up or down. I'm basically just stuck to this 2D plane down the bottom.
Wow. What do you know? And ooh, let's puke hard Fusion 500.
Cool. That looks like the file place.
Everyone knows that's the file manager.
Whatever. It still blows. Even a lowly pond-sucking janitor knows that.
I'm sure Win 2001 will be better.
Well, you hold your breath and I'll hold what I want while waiting for it, and we'll see who's...
Cheese it! Someone is listening to us, and I'm certain they didn't pay to hear this.
You're right. They'd probably like to hear more of me. I am the hero.
Yeah, this game came out before Windows 95.
Numbered cyber cards hang here, chiming peacefully in the cyber breeze.
Cut! Wait a minute. What is this chiming in the cyberspace crap? Scott, get over here. Change this.
What? Frickin' director. This guy would know a good line if it climbed up his... Oh, here.
All right, that's better. Try it again, Gary.
Numbers hang here.
No comments. Can I take a number? Absolutely.
Don't touch that. We don't know where you've been. Don't touch.
Oh, Jesus.
You summon the ability to leave it alone. You saw it here? Wow. Uh-oh. Looks like it could be a long wait for you, too. The spirit of DMV lives on.
Absolutely. Been there, done that.
It's the number 3 card you took from the card dispenser. It's the screwdriver you found outside the cyberspace trailer. That's the refreshments folder. Don't be looking for your father's Playboys in here either. Don't pick at...
No comments.
That wouldn't prove.
Candy?
You virtually eat the nearly real mint. Your virtual breath is now virtually minty fresh.
I can't help but feel that that scientist is outside beating us up right now.
It looks strangely like a bell.
Does your number match the one shown by the counter?
Absolutely not.
No, I don't seem to have that one, but...
Oh, I am sorry, sir. Strangely enough, there's no provision for buts in this system. You either have the number shown or you do not.
Butt joke.
Now, please await the calling of your number. Thank you very much. I have important things to do. Does your...
No.
Alright, so talking to her also
No.
rings the bell.
Very tidy. A trash can. That might be a perfect place to store all those vital screen-saving programs like that cool Yasser Arafat version you've downloaded from POL.
That I don't understand.
Pardon me, but I'm just a little nervous about this trash can thing. Didn't someone already go to court and spend wads of buckazoids over this?
Gary! Just read the copy, for Christ's sakes. We're not paying you to think. We just want that pretty voice of yours. All right, you friggin' union geek.
Relevance.
Okay, people. Mr. Owens has gathered himself together, and we are ready to pick it up from that oh-so-fascinating Barney Fife meets Perry Mason segue. All right. Animation to speed. And roll.
I'm so confused. Yasser Arafat screensaver.
Next.
I don't get that one. I don't get that one.
Although just a false front icon, it holds the promise of a tomorrow where true plug-and-play AM radio is no longer just a dream.
I wonder if anyone watching this playthrough actually knows what AM radio is.
That's a clock icon. A darling little fan icon decorates the accessories program group. Look, they even plan to have screensavers. A good idea for when those lines are all tied up. Who says they aren't thinking ahead? It feels slightly...
This world's a great big ball of dirt with 50 billion souls who like to sit around and veg down in the dark like moles. But me, I'm just the kind of girl
Next.
the open air and bits of unburned hydrocarbons blowing through my hair. New soil and clear, at last it's here with clearly better taste. Less people too, like me and you, and less reprocessed waste. More hearty crunch for snacks or lunch, it's crystal clear to see. New soil and clear, the last frontier for folks like you and me. New soil and clear, clearly less people, clearly more taste.
Jesus Christ.
Don't pick. Don't. This is the magic window whence you came. That would. It. That's. It. Don't.
Alright, this is very creative. I love this. Can I do anything with the printer?
Next.
That wouldn't. You.
Can I put the number back?
It would appear that merging.
File manager?
Just what do you think you're doing, sir?
Well, I didn't think you'd mind if I just looked through your files.
And I thought I'd seen it all. Just step back and wait your turn.
You may just have improved your chances of getting to the files with that slick little maneuver. Sometimes you do surprise me, Roger.
I don't see how, but anyway.
Just, and I,
You may. It would. That. You. That.
I did manage to open that up earlier, but I don't see how to open it up again. Immediate thought is I might have to use a screwdriver or the board
Excellent.
here. But I don't see
It's
how.
the plank. Nothing.
Could I turn that into an 8, maybe?
Careful. Not in.
If you could just draw a little bit in there,
Careful.
I'll be able
In
to
the-
turn that into an
No.
8.
In.
Alright, let me walk out of here. I can't believe those sound effects. Number 8.
does your,
No.
oh, I, now.
Is that just going to keep incrementing? Because if so, I wonder if I've screwed something up. It's on 8, which makes me think we need to turn this number into an 8.
In. No.
But I don't see how.
Careful. Careful. X. It would have. As cool. That's it. It would appear that merging. It probably. Excellent. It would.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh. Look.
Can I use a screwdriver in there to wind it back, perhaps? Yeah, put it to 2. Alright, make it quick.
Does your number match the one shown by the counter?
As a matter of fact, I do possess that number. Read it and weep, Pixel Woman.
Oh no, you can't possibly. Oh. Well, I guess you're right.
You bet your palate, little 32 by 32 pixel mama.
Looks larger than 32 by 32, just quietly. This is very well done. I have some gripes with this game, but this area is very well done.
Massive file cabinets stretch off into the distance. This should be a cinch.
I assume I want to go down there to look for Stella.
A darn capable fire extinguisher stands ready to save all this paper in the event of a fire. They've spared no expense. Nothing's burning. What's wrong with you?
I just want to pick it up and put it into my pants for later use.
Oh, that doesn't look good. Apparently the ladder hasn't been relocated in some time. No good. All the WD-40 and LZ gel in the galaxy aren't gonna budge this corroded hunk of useless hardware.
Or I can go down there, I can go down there, I can go down there. So many places I can go.
Man, these filing cabinets are a mess. Even I could keep 'em up better than this.
I'm getting triggered, chat. I can't tell you why. Maybe I can tell you why in about a decade or so.
Man, these...
That file apparently doesn't want to open.
Can I grab that thing sticking out of
That
it?
file.
What about these
That
papers?
file.
Man, these... Man...
That file.
Man, these...
No comment on the padlock or the fact that some of these have bullet holes in them or something. Can I go right? Oh, I can. Shit.
Man... Man... Man...
That file. That.
Am I gonna have to look at every single cabinet?
Man...
That file.
Well, I'll go down the middle one, but I assume I need to open something in the S corridor. S to Z. Anything under R? There's a shit ton of lock cabinets at the end here. Hello?
Man, these...
Okay, I can open that, but what's the purpose of doing that?
That's X.
Like making a staircase or something? That was a very good guess. What now? No? I went for R thinking Roger.
Man, the...
I can get up there, but what's the point?
That general drawer failure. Please step off and try another approach. You get the idea. You get.
I do, but what am I trying to do here? Am I trying to get on top of the row of cabinets, perhaps? Shit, does this mean I need to check all of them? I hope not. I think I'll go into the next row and then pull out the bottom row, if I can, and then go from there. How many S's do we have? A loss. I need to click this every few seconds just to keep moving. Okay, there we go.
That drawer isn't even close to a drawer that starts with the letter R.
What?
That drawer. That drawer is.
Okay, so maybe I'm doing the right thing in the middle corridor there, but I thought I was looking for information on Stella.
That drawer isn't even close to a drawer.
Huh. Alright, let me go back over there then. Clearly I'm missing something down here. But what am I missing? That is a question. Yeah, I went in here thinking Roger would be a good letter to look at, but I wasn't expecting this to be a puzzle solution of any sort. This one. Get up here. Oh, what is the purpose of that? Oh, come on. What am I trying to do? It looks like I have to actually click the icon on the filing cabinet underneath me. Right, I'm up here.
Man, these filing...
General Draw. You get. General Draw. You. That file. That file. That. Excellent. Boy.
Right, I'm up here, but what am I doing up here?
As much fun as it is to see you plant your face on the granite floor, we advise against it. After all, you'll just have to clean up the blood afterwards.
I picked up a screwdriver and a board when entering cyberspace. I've used a screwdriver, haven't used a board. I'm not sure what to do in here though.
It's the most Boy.
Man, the...
What is the point of climbing these cabinets?
That file
Man, these...
There we go. Holy shit. Oh, of course. I thought we were looking for Stella. And Rand. Come on, game. Right, we have the closed file.
General, you get.
So if I go down here, can I look in this thing? Game, come on.
General Draw. You get.
No. Alright, let's clean up after ourselves here. And take a look inside this file. Nigel Rancid and his brother Sinjant are hired thugs. Most recently, the Rancid brothers have been employed by Dr. Hayden, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, I'm sorry, and Sharpay of the Golden Light Years Retirement Community on Delta Berxalon 5. Cross-reference. Don't know how to pronounce that word. Sharpay Santiago. Stella Santiago. Does this mean I need to go looking through the other cabinets as well? I think it does. Hide thugs. Yep. If you go all the way back to the intro, you will hear it. You'll hear Sharpay speaking, or someone who sounds a lot like Sharpay. And then you'll hear two goons speaking together. And I assume that's them. Right, here's our evil villain. How do you pronounce that word? I'm looking it up very quickly. Give me a sec. Okay, I've got it. It's Dr. Bellows. Dr. Bellows is the Chief Medical Administrator of the Golden Light Years Retirement Community. He has gained much notoriety over his controversial efforts to mitigate the effects of, some say to altogether eliminate, aging. Cross-reference, Sharpay Santiago. Stella was her new body. That's all there is to it. But why us, though? Unless perhaps it was never her intention to go after us, but to go after Sharpay. Right, let's climb up to there. Take a look in here. There's Sharpay. We don't have Santiago yet. Santiago's somewhere over there. Sharpay, a philanthropist of the First Order, this benefactress of many good causes is known throughout the universe simply as Sharpay. Sharpay's most recent project has been the Golden Light Years Retirement Community on Delta Berxilon 5, where she hopes to spend her declining years. Always thinking of others, this grand lady will leave a legacy of charitable works behind her when she goes. Yeah, nah. She's dirty 6 ways a Sunday.
That
Santiago chilling.
don't pick that. Don't
Santa
pick at it.
Claus.
You'll only make it worse. Don't touch.
Come on. Let me look at those things, please. Stella Santiago. Corpseman? Don't know if that's Corpsman or Corpsman. Don't know. Not going to say either. Stella Santiago was a member of the Starcon fleet before her departure from this world while attempting to rescue a janitor second class who was stationed aboard SCS Deep Ship 86. Cross-reference. Sharpay, Bellows. Additional cross-reference. Project Immortality.
Looks like interesting reading.
Fuck me. Right, are we looking for P or I? I assume we're looking for P. Now that I understand how the drawers work, this is actually great. It's a file manager.
General drawer. You get.
Cat's in that one. Prostate. Jesus. Project Immortality. The holy grail of narcissists everywhere. Project Immortality is the cold, hard scientific name applied to the cold, hard science that is the fountain of youth of our times. Project Immortality is funded by Sharpay and overseen by controversial Dr. Hayden Bellows. It promises humankind the hope of the ages. Eternal life. Sure makes marriage a scary proposition though, doesn't it? It absolutely does. Cross-reference Endgame. I do want to put the drawers back in there. I close most of my windows before firing up OBS. It only makes sense that I close the drawers here. Alright, looking for E's. It is kind of frustrating that he knows immediately which drawers to open, though. Really? This is a concern. It was definitely Endgame, wasn't it? I didn't misread that. Cross-reference Endgame. Starts with the letter E. Maybe game end.
Man, these...
Terabytes. So I've gained some information here, but not as much as I'd like. She could be the second drawer row, couldn't it?
That file. That.
I'm sorry, Gary, or whatever your name is, I'm cutting you off.
That.
Game end.
That.
No, it's not in any of those.
That.
Okay, so I've gained all of this stuff, but now what?
That.
Let me make a save here, but I might try going outside and seeing if anything has changed.
That.
I wouldn't put it past it to have the end game folder in the final cabinets, maybe beyond the Zeds. Let me check that very quickly, but it's going to be a long run. Or a long walk. A long walk of me just clicking the mouse every couple of seconds to keep Roger moving. Let me make a save here. Is endgame all the way at the end here? At the very end of the alphabet. If it's not, then I don't know where to find it. Is it in the Zeds?
File. That.
It is not. Alright, has anything changed out here? Well, I can use the printer, but nothing's happening.
Yo, Bit Boy, do you like standing in line? You already have file room access. Move it.
Right, so I can use that to get back in. I don't particularly want to...
Excuse me, Mr. Wilco. Those are reference files only and not available for loan. You may leave, but the folders will remain here.
So if I go back in here now... They're gone. I assume I need to, firstly, potentially find the last file, and secondly, make a copy of these files somehow. Let me give that some thought. Okay, I've taken about an hour's break and had to think about this, and unless this file, this endgame file, is also in the same folder as the Project Immortality file, I don't know where it is. I haven't given many thoughts as to how to get the files out of here at this point, but let me just find this folder again. Was it in here? Because if not, the first thing I'm going to do is try brute forcing this.
General drawer. You get. General drawer. You get. General.
Really?
You get. You.
Oh, it's
you
probably
get.
in that one. It's probably in the one up the top. Project Endgame is not in here. Alright, let me see if I can brute force this and find this folder. Give me about 5 minutes and I'll cut in.
That file.
Okay, this one, wasn't expecting this one to open.
That's still. That. You summon the ability. That would. That's. It. That.
I can't pick anything up.
That boy. What? Use. It.
I'd expect to be able to pick up Space Quest 7, but that apparently is not a thing.
Use. It. That's.
And I don't see
It
anything
feels-
underneath
Don't touch.
any special text.
You summon the.
There's
Don't
nothing
touch that.
special under Space Quest
That's
17.
still. That would.
Wow. Alright, still looking.
That.
Okay, I somehow managed to crash the game right there. It's crashed so hard that I can't use F5 or F7. Okay, I've brute forced it all. Endgame is not here. So my thoughts are maybe the receptionist knows where it is, or maybe I just ignore that and somehow get these files out of cyberspace. Or maybe I just get myself out of cyberspace.
Yo, Bit Boy.
No, that's nothing new. Project Immortality, can I show that to you?
As cool as it would be to...
No. Ooh.
The cyber printer accepts your cyber file gratefully and begins to print. The question is, what exactly is the output of a cyber printer?
Did I get anything for my trouble? I did not. I'd be curious to know if this is actually disintegrating the...
Well, what do you know? Maybe there is something to this superhero reputation thing after all. And after that episode with the egg beater, I thought you'd never impress me again.
It's like the noodle incident. Okay, so... we got 3 points for that, but as far as I can tell, I've got nothing in my inventory for it.
What do you know? And ooh, let's puke hard Fusion 500.
And I'm not sure how to grab the output, if indeed the output exists. Ah, maybe the output is on Bellow's desk.
Next.
I'm very curious just to see if the file is back in here, or if it's gone.
That
No, it's still there. So I printed out Nigel's file at the end, and that gave me 5 points.
You probably want us to say something corny like Klingons in Sector 28, Captain. You saw it here? What? What? You expect a help function for only $59.95? You have none. Get your head out. That's not a good thing to do. That looks like the clothes box. Ah, that's the thing about cyberspace. We don't have to let you close windows. We control your picture.
Damn it. How do I get out of here?
This game's already as big and bold as it's gonna get. Like that's gonna happen. Who do you think we are, Microsoft?
I wonder if they had to talk to Microsoft at all about this. I imagine not, but I'm curious.
It feels slightly... You summoned...
Can we get out of here somehow? I mean, there's no way to go here, I think. Maybe I can get in the toilet?
Oh, mama!
No, nothing near there. Can't go that way. I can go back this way, but unless this takes me out of cyberspace, and it doesn't, I'm not sure where to go. We were basically dropped from the sky, or we landed in the middle of a road on the right-hand side somewhere. I might try walking that distance, but I don't think this is the answer. This screen scroll, though. It's painful. It really is. That is so confusing. Still no sign of Sylvester. Alright, I'm back. Can I literally... I can. Wow. And this idiot hasn't noticed at all.
Some printouts have emerged from the doctor's printer. This is one of the some printout.
Well, let's grab him. No points for that.
These are the printouts of the files you've collected from cyberspace as evidence against Dr. Bellows.
5 of them. We don't have Project Endgame or whatever that's called. What can we do with this evidence though? We just confront him with it? We do.
Well, Dr. Bellows, I think you've got some explaining to do.
You're out of your mind, Wilco.
So, what do you have to say for yourself now, Doctor?
Confronted with the facts found in the files you located, he freaks and spills all.
Oh, my...
Eloquently stated.
I didn't think this all the way through until I'd crossed my own personal ethical line. I was already... It had already gone too far. The experiments alone... I thought I could do just this one thing and still live with myself.
Don't we all?
Love can move a person to do some strange things, Wilco. She knew how I felt and used it to her advantage.
I think I know what you mean about that love thing, but wait a minute. Slow down. Are you saying you have the hots for... I mean, you are actually romantically intrigued by Sharpay?
I guess it depends which body she's in at the time.
You are serious. I agree that love can make you do some weird stuff. In this case, though, it made you do some stuff that was unethical and illegal, Doctor. Where is Stellar Santiago? I know she was alive, that her death was faked. What have you done with her?
Great Caesar's ghost. The woman, she's still alive, but I'm afraid not much time remains.
She is? What do you mean, not much time remains?
Before Sharpay takes over?
As you must realize by now, the Golden Light Years project was merely a front for the research I'd been conducting per Sharpay's wishes. She is intensely fearful of death. You probably didn't notice that she is getting up in age a bit.
Just a bit.
Yeah. Who could have guessed that?
In very simple terms, Janitor Wilco.
That's janitor second class, pal. And don't you forget it.
You can just call me Wilco, dude.
Excuse me, Janitor second class. As I was saying, Sharpay feared dying, enough to take the lives of others to save her own. She knew I loved her. I remember the day I met her. It was at the funeral of... Oh, I believe it was her 4th husband, and I remember never having seen her look so radiant. I fell for her, hard, and she knew it. You should have seen her in black.
Faulty pattern recognition, dude.
I'll pass, thanks. Just tell me about Stellar.
Okay. The bottom line is that I have developed a way to extend Sharpay's life by transferring her mental essence into the body of another. It was to be you until your friend Stella Santiago got in the way.
It was supposed to be
You thought
us.
no one would miss you. Go figure. What I have done is to employ nanotechnology to take over the designated host body, as is happening with your friend as we speak.
Nanomachines.
Stellar's body is being taken over by Sharpay? Jeez. I don't understand. Is there anything we could do to stop it?
I've never really thought of it that way.
Should be down in Lab B, right?
Well, think about it now. We have to save Stellar. You can't let her die. You can redeem yourself at least to some degree, Doc.
As much as it pains me to admit it, you're right, Roger. You're right. Okay, I think I may have a plan. We can save her. There are some interesting spin-off technological breakthroughs. I'm going to send you in to stop Sharpay.
Say what? No, I don't think...
I don't think you have a choice here, Roger.
It's her only chance. If you seriously care for your friend, you'll do this.
Oh, the only way, huh?
The only way.
Well, okay then. I hope you're sure about this.
A bond of love or something.
I'm positive. Here's how we shall go about it.
Yep.
You will move your shuttle into Lab B. Meanwhile, I will generate new software for your shuttle's navigational system, which will help you locate the nanites, the very small robotic devices I developed for the intrusion. One of them is Sharpay.
Sharpay is a nanomachine.
If you can stop Sharpay, well, your friend's chances of survival improve immensely. Then, once I have located and extracted you, I shall work to repair whatever damage may have been done to Stellar during the attempted incursion.
I'm a bit confused. Are we being miniaturized? We have experience with that.
The shuttle is nicely miniaturized by the beam deal. Hopefully, it is reversible. Perhaps you should have asked about that. There are some things you can't afford to have smaller.
No comments. He could just tread on us now. That's a great shot. Down in Lab B. God, that looks freaky as shit. Dude with the needle. Stella in that contraption. The wires hooked up to her arm. Ah, I see, that was a DOF effect. This is freaky as shit.